And we'll see Evan Ingram. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Jaguars and the Jets, and it's all up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today is week 4. We've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lawrence. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So letting run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go. Let's get that touch.
On play action, Lawrence. Being chased. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they say appears to have worked. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Hey, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
There he goes, right side. And on the way in, touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 55 yards. And the Jaguars points here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, a run with Hall. Nifty move. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead is Hall. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jacksonville headed back out. We'll get to see Evan Ingram once again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front and they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another tote for Etienne. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Keep going.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. They work now on 2nd and 9. Ball on a give up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll throw now on the final play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We begin in the NFC. It's the team from the Valley of the Sun, Arizona, taking on the team from the land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikes locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Third quarter is a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Lawrence now off the bootleg. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They're looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
That is caught, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Bleeds through the contact. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's a give to Bigsby. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I'll tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they sit him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A handoff for Hall. And they'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man here is Conklin. And he will get a couple yards short of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. This is 1st and 10. Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oh, and how important could that play be in determining a winner here? That was the ball all the way to the other side of the field, and now you're one completion away from at least getting into field goal range to tie things up. But with the time remaining, they still got a shot to win this as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. On the return is Gibson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Jets now down 24-20. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right outside in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that's caught by Williams. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jaguars, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.